What's up? Travel Chronicles, chapter 71. Bet you're all wondering how the regional went. You've been watching them in order here. Well, we didn't cash in that lottery ticket. And it was weird. It was a crazy race. It wasn't, like, weather-wise, it was a little chilly. The sun was shining though, so it wasn't like a blustery, freezing cold, raining day. But the ground was super soaked. It's always soaked there, no matter what. And it's just that time of year where it seems like you get like the storms from the south end up coming up, and you just get that stream of them for like a week or two, where it's rain almost every day or 2 out of 3 days, and during the course of that week, I don't think it rained much Friday, maybe sprinkled a little bit, but it's never warm enough or sunny enough to dry anything up. And being a 170-pound runner, sinking into the ground every step, and then having to fight your way back up and back down. It's a lot more work for somebody his weight. Now, that being said, I told him at the beginning of the season he needed to shoot for 150 pounds, or at least 160, and that didn't happen at all. So, I think there was some disappointment. The race didn't go the way that he wanted it to. I think he had a side stitch. And that's like one of the worst things to do as a runner, because that's nothing that you did training wise or anything like that. It's just, when are you trying to run versus when did you eat, when did you drink, those types of things. That's when you get those side stitches. A side stitch isn't a cramp. A cramp is something different. That's where you physically can't go on. But the team, actually, he finished 4th on the team. So, he was still on the top. It wasn't like he completely tanked the race. And I think he finished 70th overall. So it's not, it's not a horrible race at the regional by any means. Right? And some other guys stepped up. But, the one kid that took off at Meadowbrook, I was like, man, I never thought, that kid should be beating him. I've never seen the race where I was like, man, that kid should be beating him. That race was a regional. And to that kid's credit, he had been running better towards the last half of the season. Ever since that Meadowbrook race, and I'm not sure what it was, if something, clicked in his mind of how he needed to run a race, but he had gotten better after that race, progressively better. Where he was like he was solidly in the top 4 every time, if not top 3. And, to his credit, he ran a good race. But, I don't want to sit here Monday morning quarterback it. No, it's Monday morning. It was a 12 o'clock race, and the girls had raced at 10. So it's 2 hours between races. And they took one bus up. So they had to leave at 6:30, I think, to get there in time for the girls to walk the course, run the race. And that's early. Tell you what, I'm going to take a break. I haven't looked at all the numbers. I'll look at the numbers. I'll do a part 2 to this, maybe on the way home. I get a chance to think about it a little bit more. But just team finished 9th. He finished 70th, and just didn't get a chance to run his best race. But stay tuned for part B. All right, later.